Let's make a nice thumbnail. Okay, so I'm Daniel and welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I want to talk about a mental exercise that I regret not really putting more effort into when I got my tattoo 8 years ago. It's about, having more connection between your mind and the tattoo. And, I regret not doing this because I have my tattoo since 8 years. And if I would have put more effort into this, I think the tattoo would affect me more in a positive ways, and my life turned out to be more effective. So I don't regret, despite this, I don't regret my tattoo. In my eyes, I think a lot of people's eyes, for me, the tattoo is mainly an aesthetic thing. The reason I want this, the reason I explain myself why I got this or that, is because of the aesthetics of it. So I was always intrigued by tattoos, like the idea of being colorful, that your skin is not like just blank and it's like, it looks cool. I loved it when I was a kid, when I didn't even knew what actual tattoos are. Then I grew up, I saw these full sleeves on guys and attractive girls. So I'm like, oh my god, I want this too. I was intrigued by it. And the whole idea for why I wanted this specific tattoo is like a jungle sleeve, is to be colorful. I love this vivid flow of colors. And it was like 80 or 90% of the reason. And there's still this remaining 10 to 20%. Which is, I don't think that every tattoo should have a meaning, or we should force this idea on people that, oh my god, if your tattoo doesn't have a meaning, then you're a douchebag. But I still think it's a practical and logical thing to have some sort of meaning behind your tattoo, because it's gonna be there for a while. So it's good to explain to yourself why you got this or that. And so I've never really been this guy who tattoos a memory or something, or even something negative on himself. I always been this self-improvement type of guy, and so I always felt like tattooing something on me that reminds me of something positive, or some direction where I want to go. And so this is why I choose a jungle sleeve, because there are a lot of things and animals, despite also being colorful and vivid and stuff like that, which I loved. There are a lot of animals and plants there with certain characteristics that I can kind of relate to, relate a feeling to it. For example, I have to stand up. So I have this like jaguar here. Hope you see it. This is kind of intended to make me like more resilient. It's like a confident looking white cat. It's like hunting, it's like tough, it's resilient, it's dangerous. So this is intended to give me confidence and resilience, being tough about life. I also have this sign, which is the sign of the movie and book Secret. And there's a lot of esoteric bullshit in it, but the main message I think is pretty good, and it's pretty like relevant even for today's. So I think it's good. So you should think about stuff that you want, not stuff that you don't want. And I think it's really true for the mind that the most things you think about are the things that you radiate towards to. So if you're like filled with negative thoughts, you're kind of attracted and radiated towards that stuff, because your mind thinks it's gonna go. So it's really true. So this is intended to remind me of thinking about stuff I want. And maybe I have this one. So it's kind of this bird, I don't know the English name, and this flower. It's kind of intended to remind me of good connections with people. The bird takes the nectar of the flower and gets food, the flower gets like fertilized. So it's like a good harmonic connection between them. And maybe I have this, I don't know if you see it, this waterfall, which is like, it reminds me of like, just imagining I'm under it, and it's kind of symbolically washes me out of negative stuff. It's kind of a meditation that I had. Okay, so when I got the tattoo, I had all these ideas of like, this would be cool side meanings. If I want to be colorful and I like this, why not have these little packaged mental stuff in it? And I was all happy that I had the tattoo and it looks cool and stuff like that, but I didn't really put too much effort to really have this connection between the tattoo and my mind, and it didn't really did its job. So I think if you're similar like me, that you want your tattoo to have some sort of good reminder for you, it's really important to have a mental practice after you got your tattoo. Have this anchoring, or I can call it Pavlov reflex, that you look at the tattoo, look at certain aspects of the tattoo. For example, I look at the jaguar, like I showed it earlier, stock, confident looking jaguar, and I recall the feeling of my most confident time in my life, or imagine being confident, tough, resilient towards life, and looking at the tattoo and trigger this feeling, and spend, you know, maybe a week or two, couple of minutes a day to practice this mentally and have that connection. So every time you look at the tattoo, you're reminded of that positive stuff throughout your day. And obviously, if you practice enough and it really works, if it's practiced in your mind, it's obviously can affect your everyday life and your months, weeks, and years after in a really positive way. And I pretty regret not putting enough effort in it, and I feel like doing it now. So until I had this tattoo, it can affect me positively. So that's all for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I don't know, I like these kind of videos. I'm really into like tattoos and a little bit of psychology. I have these philosophies, so if you're interested in this type of content, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and maybe you could leave a comment in the comment section why you got your tattoo, what kind of meaning you have behind it, and did it eventually reminded you of the meaning that it should have, and maybe does this exercise help you in, you know, having a better connection between the mind and your brain, tattoo and your brain. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and I wish you an amazing day.